Hi everyone, Renee here. Today we're making a delicious, quick broccoli cheese soup. I got a suggestion to make it, so I'm gonna make it. I got my friend here today with me too, Kaylee. Shout out to Kaylee. Hi Kaylee. We've got everything in front of us that we're gonna use today. It's pretty simple, but also has a lot of depth, a lot of flavor. And my husband loves this. He loves his broccoli cheese soup. So everything, remember, is always in the description. If you need anything step by step, it's there for you. So we're going to start out with all this right here. This is everything, like I said. 2 cups of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. 2 heavy cups. And you want to shred it. You don't want to use the bag ones just simply because it's not going to melt. The consistency isn't going to be the melting what you want when you make your soup. So you want to shred it. A good sharp cheddar, 2 cups. Here we have 1 onion, a tablespoon of butter, and about 8 ounces, 1 cup of cut up baby carrots, or you can just use an 8-ounce bag of shredded carrots. And we're going to be nuking this, so we're going to try to make it easy peasy. So here we have 2 cups of half and half. We have 2 cups of chicken broth. And here we just have a organic fresh head of chopped up washed broccoli. And you don't have to use organic if you don't want to. Just use regular, whatever you like to use. And we're going to get going on this. We're going to put this, it's got a tablespoon of butter and just a splash of water, and we're going to get this in the microwave. We're going to cover it up, and we're going to nuke it for 6 minutes, and then it goes anywhere from 6 to 12 minutes, and we're get these nice and steamed. You can do them in the pot if you want to, but this is quick, easy, and it really lets you know the consistency of how done the carrots are in your veggies. So right here we just have a tablespoon of minced garlic that we're going to put in here after we cook it. And here for our spices, we just have 1 teaspoon of chicken powder, or you can use a bouillon cube, 1 chicken bouillon cube. We have a 1/2 teaspoon salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And we have a teaspoon of mustard. And we have 1 tablespoon of the minced garlic over here, of course I told you. 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and a pinch, literally a pinch of cayenne. That's just going to add depth. But this is everything you need, and we're going to get this in the microwave and cook it covered for 6 minutes. Check it, and like I said, it goes anywhere 6 to 12 minutes. Everybody's microwaves are different. And then we're going to start our roux to start our soup. Okay, we've got our veggies in the microwave cooking. This is going to be 4 tablespoons of butter to 1/4 cup of flour. And I'm just going to put this on low-medium heat and get this going. This is going to be our roux, and then we're going to slowly add our chicken stock. So we're just going to get this melting, and this, like I said, is going to be our roux for our soup. Okay, we've cooked this about a couple minutes. You can see we're making it for our roux. And it's just about, you want it 2 to 4 minutes here, just the consistency, just nice. And I'm going to start adding in that chicken broth slow and just kind of keep whisking it. That's going to make our delicious thickness. Okay, as you can see, we've slowly added this, and it's staying just a nice thickness. It's heating up, and we're just going to keep stirring it till it gets a little bit thicker. Okay, it's been a couple minutes, and as you can see, this is a nice consistency for our roux. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to add our milk, or our 1/2 and 1/2. Okay, we've added our 1/2 and 1/2. We're just going to bring this to a light simmer and boil, and let this thicken up a little bit, and then we're going to add in all our seasonings and our veggies. Okay, it's been a couple minutes, and we've got this at just a nice simmer boil, and we're going to go ahead. These cook for 8 minutes. We put the garlic in the last minute, so we cooked it for 7 minutes in the microwave. Everybody's microwave is different, so whatever you cover it up and do. I did 7 minutes, and then the last minute I put that tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic in there, covered it up, and did it a minute. It's just quick, it's easy, it's nice to do, but you can do that in a pan if you want to. So we're just going to get everything together and put in here now. This is ready. This'll, doing that roux up like that, this is going to thicken up later even more, but we're going to get all the vegetables and all the spices in there except for the cheese. Okay, we've added all our veggies and our delicious spices. Just hold back on the cheese. We're going to let this, put a lid on it and let this all simmer. We're going to let this simmer. We'll check it 15-20 minutes, but just stirring occasionally. This looks delicious. We're going to put a lid on this. We've got everything in there but the cheese. Put a lid on and we're going to let it simmer for 15-20 minutes. Stir occasionally. Okay, this is simmered on low, covered up, stirred occasionally for 20 minutes or so. We're going to go ahead and add our cheese, our 2 cups of cheese. And we're going to get it in there. And we're going to stir it in. And we're going to let this cook another, I don't know, 5 minutes or so until it's all creamy and melded together. Okay, we've added our cheese. We've got it all mixed in good. We're going to cover it up, let it cook for about 5 minutes or so, and it's going to be done and ready to put in bowls. This looks delicious. So rich and thick, and it's going to thicken up a little bit more. And my tip for today is, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten these, but it's basically called a lettuce. It just takes all the moisture out of the lettuce after you wash it. It just spins around. It's got a spinner. And I use it for my broccoli today. So I use these for everything, all of my vegetables. They're actually a very, very wonderful gadget to have. So they work wonderful. You just put it in there. You put this on and it spins around and it dries it. And they work for many, many things. I even did it with my broccoli today. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. This looks thicker and delicious. We're going to go ahead and bowl this up and get it ready. Okay, we plated it up. It looks delicious and it is creamy and ready to eat. Just put a little bit of that fresh cheese on top and I'm going to let it cool a little bit and it's ready to eat. Turns out every time. You guys are going to love this recipe. I hope you liked today's recipe. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Renee. Happy cooking and baking.